stick, honey, and it looked like I done broke this thing to, I don't know what this is, some kind of gorilla grip. But I tried to turn it landscape again, but it doesn't work. They keep telling me to turn it back this way. So how y'all doing today? I know y'all like, KeKe, what is wrong with you? Yeah, I am sick. Can y'all believe that? I am sick. Today, I woke up yesterday was fine. I was fine. Well, no, that's not true. Let me back up. I want to talk to y'all about, is this really worth it? What we go through to go to Africa, is it really worth it? Because I know y'all ain't never seen me look like this. I know y'all like, what is wrong with her? Yeah, I'm just questioning everything right now. I'm questioning this whole repat movement, this whole expat movement, all of it. And I'm wondering if it's time out for that. You know, is it time out for this going back to Africa stuff? Is it time out for that? Because all of what we give to go to Africa, we should get more in return. You know, we not getting what we are investing. We're not getting a return on our money. This is just me thinking since 3 o'clock this morning when I started getting sick. But I started getting sick 2 days after I got here. 2 days after I got here. Soon as I started intaking their food, I could feel it. But I was like, okay, let me stop taking their food. Let me cook. Because I know sanitation is a big issue here. So I cut that off. But sometimes you have to eat out because you have things to do. You know what I mean? So you have things to do just like at home. You know, okay, y'all just came on. I see it's a whole bunch. Okay, y'all, I'm sick. I know y'all know something wrong. Y'all like, what? Did she just get up? Why she look like that? Uh, why what? Um, so, why what? So, okay. So, I started thinking, contemplating. Because you know, when you sick, you start thinking about your whole life, especially when you in another country and you sick. You start thinking about everything, okay? So I'm in the bathroom, 3 o'clock in the morning, sick as a dog. I got diarrhea. It's running like water. I'm nauseated. I was in the bathroom for an hour. I might be exaggerating, but it seemed like an hour. So I was in the bathroom and I'm thinking, we pay all of this money for our plane ticket. We pay all this money for a place to stay. We spend a lot of money when we're here. We stimulate the economy when we are here. But then I said, but what is Africa giving us back? We give Africa everything. To come here, we're giving up a lot. That journey from the United States to Belgium, number one, we're putting our life at risk and our freedom. Because what goes on, I didn't even know. Belgium has, I don't know. Brussels Airlines has, I don't even know how many lawsuits for discrimination. That's just what they do. They wait for us to act up so they can handle us accordingly. They wait for us to try to stand up for our rights so they can handle us accordingly. Why are we put in that situation by United Airlines? Why are we put in a situation where we can lose our life or our freedom? Why? When you know this company is known for this and has up-teen lawsuits. Because we want to go back to Africa. And we're going to deal with it. We're going to put up with it. Because we want to go back to Africa. And I was sitting there and I was thinking, that word back to Africa, back, that means you're going back to the past. We want to go capture something that was long before our time, that was long before our grandparents' time, that was long before my great-grandmother's time. We want to go back and capture that. We want to go back and claim that. And it came to me, that's the past. How do you go back and claim the past, KeKe? That doesn't really even exist anymore. It's not there. The only thing that really exists is what's happening right now, the present. So your people, and you, because you do it too, you all are reaching back, trying to get something that no longer exists. It no longer exists. You're coming here with your hands out, saying, here, I'm back. You're back. Look at the circumstances, KeKe. Now, these are the conversations I'm having with myself at 3 o'clock in the morning in the Gambia, in the bathroom, because the food has made me so sick. I've been here 7 days. I've been sick 5 out of those 7 days. And last night was just it. Last night, my body was like, I'm done. We're getting rid of all of this right now. You keep on putting this dirty food in us. You keep on putting us in these dirty environments that you know your body can't take that. You know it cannot. You know you cannot eat this food. You know the sanitation situation. They don't even wash their dishes in hot water. Now, how sanitary is that? Now, if you don't come from an environment where they put chlorine in your water, where your water smells like Clorox, where everything is sanitized, I come from that kind of place. I come from that kind of place. So when you take this body and you implant it into a place, emerge it into a place, immerse it into a place where they don't even have hot water. Everybody don't even have hot water. They're not and hey, I ain't trying to talk about Gambia. I'm telling y'all the truth. You come here at your own risk. Okay? At your own risk. And I've been here 13 times. I ain't got no reason to lie. But I'm sitting here on the 13th trip talking about, oh, I don't think I'm doing this again. This is going to be a long time before I come do this again. Because why would I? Why would I? I'm going to pay you over $2,000 to discriminate against me. Then once I get here, I'm going to pay for where I'm going to live. And guess what? I don't care what kind of backup source of power they say they have. You're going to experience power outages. You're going to sit in that $1,000 house and sweat like a pig. And ask yourself, why? Why am I doing this? To recapture something from the past? To go connect with something that doesn't even know me, that doesn't even acknowledge me, that I have to fight to stand up and say, I'm an African too? And they say, no, you're not. You're a Black American. No, you're not. So we keep on pushing ourselves into this environment. And it's this philosopher I listen to named Alan Watts. You should listen to him sometime. And I thought, when I was thinking all of this, I saw Alan Watts' face and I saw him laughing at us. I saw him with his cigarette in his hand and laughing, and his drink in the other hand. And I saw him laughing at us, saying, the problem is, you're trying to get something that no longer exists. And it's over. It no longer exists. Your grandparents were taken out of there. They were taken out of there. And you going back to the place that forcefully ripped them away from their family? You're paying money to go back there? You're paying money to go back there? And then once you get back there, you can't eat the food. And I heard wonderful saying, KeKe, are you eating out again? Because see, every time you eat out, even if you don't eat out, because the meat is not kept at a temperature that's safe all the time. See, the temperature will drop, bacteria, viruses form. Because they don't have constant electricity. We know that. But we don't realize what that means. That means this food is probably going to make you sick. It's no probably. It will. And what are you going to eat? Oh, I'll cook my own food. Who are you going to buy it from? Where are you going to buy it from? The same people? Yes. Yes. And your point is what? Our point is what? To try to belong to a place that's never going to accept us. I'm married to a Gambian man. Do you think they look at me? And I've been with this man for 5 years. Do you think they say, oh, his Gambian wife is here? No. You know what they say? His American wife is here. His foreign wife is here. They don't look at me as no daggone African. He don't even look at me as no daggone African. He does not. Like they were laughing at me when we were going down the hill. And I couldn't even walk down the hill. And they were laughing at me. And everybody around was laughing because they couldn't believe this grown woman can't even walk down a hill. What kind of life do they have in America? They do nothing hard over there. I don't. No, you're right. I don't. I don't. I don't. I don't. So why I want to come to a place where it's hard, I don't understand. We're trying to grasp at something that is no longer there. It is gone. When they left, people, when our grandparents left, we left. We left. And we became something completely new. Something completely different. Something, a whole new ethnic group. And we're trying to go back, especially these people who live here, especially these people who gave up everything. I don't know how to do it. I swear, God, I don't know how these people do it. I do not know how they are making it and living in this environment. I've been here 7 days. 5 days I've been sick. And I'm going to restaurants and I'm thinking about what Art Kathy said. And I'm like, ain't no hot water in there. For me to have hot water, I got to flick a switch. And that's extra. So you think these restaurant people are paying hot water? Maybe at the tourist section, but not in the city, they not. So what is the point? What is the point? I feel like I'm paying somebody to torture me. I kid you not. I'm paying somebody to torture me. Like today, guess what the conversation is? What am I going to eat today? Because I can't eat nothing. Nothing. The fish, we were eating that. That was okay. but I felt like I was getting sick. I could feel it. Like the food, the fish was really fresh, but that other food, no. And especially when you buy it from those restaurants, no. You know how when the meat is getting ready to go bad, you can kind of smell it, but some people will still cook it and use it. That's how it is. That's how it is. And we're paying. And the food. Let me tell y'all, the food that made me sick as a dog. It was like KFC. They're trying to do this KFC American stuff here. So I'm thinking, okay, that's gonna be safe. That's gonna be safe. But what did I tell y'all? You can't be eating out like that. You're gonna get sick. I didn't even listen to my own advice because you get into this system here, and it's pressure. We ride around all day just to do little bitty stuff. 4 hours to go get a dress. 4 hours to go to the grocery store. 4 hours to go get fish. Then you got to come back and cook it. And Lord knows how long that's going to take. So I'm like, okay, I'm getting nauseated. I need to eat like right now. Right now. So I'm like, okay, we got to find something safe that I could eat right now. And guess what? Ain't nothing safe. Ain't nothing safe. Ain't nothing safe. You know how we got to change the grease after so long in the restaurants? You think somebody going around making them change the grease? You think that? No. No. I used to do health inspections in Cameroon. Remember? I worked for the Kumba Urban Council. When we got there, guess what they started doing? Paying us money. Paying us money not to say nothing about what they was doing. So you think these people don't do that here? Give the council people money to to look the other way? This is the reality of where we're going. And the reality is you can never go back. Like I said, Alan Watts is laughing at us because he would tell us the only real thing is the present. The only real thing right now, KeKe, is right now. What you're going through right now. The future is not here. You can't claim that is real, and the past is gone. You cannot impact that. You can't do nothing about that. All you can do is accept that and move on. You can't go back and right them wrongs. You can't go back and fix that place where they came from. If they can't do it, KeKe, why you and your crew think y'all can? Why? And what makes you think they want y'all to? If they didn't want your grandparents there, you think they want the grandkids? The grandkids is worse than the grandparents. You think they want them there? We're not being realistic, people. And I've been here 13 times, and I've studied Africa in school. I got 2 history degrees. My emphasis was West African history. I love Africa. But like I told you, every time I come to Africa, I realize how American I really am. And I am a black American, and I stand proud with my feet 10 toes down and my feet planted in the ground, and I'll tell the world proudly. I know who I am, and I know where I come from. And it is not Africa. It is not Africa. Because I can't take 100-degree heat without no air. I can't take that. And I ain't going to pretend like I can. I can't take taking a bath with no hot water. I can't do that. I can't do that. Because guess what? You ain't even cleaning yourself good. You're not even cleaning yourself good. I can't do that. I ain't built like that. I can't live with no lights, instability, electricity. I can't do that. I cannot. And I'm not going to come over to Africa and pretend like I can. I can't. Because like I told y'all, no matter how much you pay, you going through this. You're going to get sick. Your light's gonna go out. I don't care if you do got a backup source of power. It still ain't strong enough to run your AC. It still ain't strong enough to run this fan as much as you need that stuff ran because it's 100 degrees over here and humidity is 100%. And y'all want to tell me we can take that? We can take that? Oh, for real? Really? Really? When our cars have air conditioning, our stores have air. I didn't realize how much I was in air conditioning until I got to Africa. Everywhere I go, I'm air conditioned. hmm And then you want me to come to Gambia, Cameroon, and Nigeria and act like I don't use air conditioning every day? Act like I can take this heat? Act like this ain't nothing? They lying. They're lying. Those people living over there, they're suffering. They're suffering. Because I've been here 7 days and I'm suffering. And every time I go through it. I go through it. And so it ain't a money issue. So you can't say, oh, spend more money. No, I spend lots of money. I spend lots of money. Because I like nice things. It ain't about the money. This is their reality. This is how they live. This is not our reality. This is not my day to day. It is not. I rarely get sick in the United States. And food poisoning? No. We got health inspectors who go around looking for this stuff all the time. Shut you down for doing this. But here, no. And y'all know how much we paid for that food? That food was $20. I converted it to US dollars. I said, wait a minute. And it had let me tell y'all what was in it. 9 pieces of chicken, which was burnt, 9 pieces of burnt chicken, 2 French fries, and 2 pops. $20. I told my husband, this don't even cost $20 in the United States. I said, your country should be ashamed. They over here just overcharging people, overcharging us for no reason, just because they can. But you know what it is? This economy, their tourism is SEX tourism. So people who come in for SEX, they gonna pay whatever. They don't care. They gonna pay whatever. And that's the thing. They know people are coming here for SEX because they can't get it back home. They can't. The pick-me's don't get chosen. They don't get picked back home. So they know I can go to Africa, I can go to Gambia, and I can be a pick-me, and I can get picked. So they don't care how much it costs. They don't care about the inconvenience. They don't care nothing about that. They don't even tell you they get sick. Y'all want me to believe I'm the only person who gets sick over here like this? Honey, bye. Honey, bye. That's a whole lie from the pit of hell. Everybody coming over here gets sick like this. And is it worth it? You pay all that money to get here just to get sick from the dang on food? Something you gotta do? You gotta eat? And you taking a chance every time? This is asking too much of me. I can't do it. I think at this point, I feel like Africa playing us. I feel like she being disrespectful. And I feel like she playing us. I really do. I really do. And maybe I shouldn't say it's Africa, because it's not the country. The country ain't doing it. It's the people. It's the people running all of this. It's the people in charge who are doing this to us. So I'm not going to say Africa, because Africa's a country. I don't think she's doing much of anything but trying to figure out what's going on. But the people who are running this country, they're doing this. They know what they're doing. Those markets people, those people in those shops, they know what they're doing. Those airlines people, they know what they're doing. Everybody is cashing in on our emotions. Everybody is cashing in on every Black American. Well, no, I don't, but they believe every Black American hate America. Everybody's cashing in on that. Every Black American want to go back to Africa. Go back. How do you go back? Think about that. How do I go back? Can I go back? No, you can never go back. The only direction life moves is forward. So you're not going back. You're not going back at all. You're not going back at all. Okay? So that going back, you ain't going nowhere. You're in the present. This is the present. And you need to deal with the reality of this situation. The reality. The reality. And the reality is, if you're a Black American, if you're from the UK, I don't know about the Caribbean because I don't know how developed the Caribbean is. I don't know because I've never been there. But I know UK is comparable to here. And I know that if you from these two places, going to Africa is going to be difficult from you unless your parents are African and you're used to that environment. You know, you've been back and forth and you can kind of handle it. But for us, nah. I ain't even playing no more. I ain't even playing like I can handle this. I ain't even playing like I can deal with this because I cannot. And guess what? I don't want to. I'm not paying all this money to come over here and not be comfortable and still got to sit in the dark. Are you joking? And sweat running off of me? Are you joking? It's so hot. I can't even put my makeup on. Are you joking? And this house has two sources of power. No. These countries aren't serious about us. They're not serious about us visiting. They're not serious about us living here. Because if they were, it wouldn't be like this. I wouldn't get sick 2 days into the visit. I'm starting to get sick. I can feel it. So I said I can't eat no more rice. Because y'all eat rice all the time. They eat rice all the time. That ain't even healthy for you. Why you not teaching your people it ain't healthy eating habits? Why you not doing that? They not doing that. Well, if they are doing it, they ain't practicing it. Maybe they do it. They just don't practice it. But that's all. And guess what, y'all? Ooh, the way they eat, it ain't like how we eat. No, this is not a food-centered culture. This culture is not centered around eating. Black American culture is centered around food. When we get together, we're going to cook, we're going to eat, we're going to talk. No, not here, honey. It ain't no food. It's centered around tea, but it ain't no food. So I'm noticing that. I'm like, oh, y'all culture ain't centered around food. Y'all biggest meal of the day is at 2:30. What y'all do for breakfast? Figure it out. What y'all do for dinner? Figure it out. Because there's I don't see no dinner. I don't see no dinner at 5 o'clock. I don't see no breakfast. But I do see lunch. And after that, that's it. So I'm like, wait, y'all eat one time a day? Y'all eat one time a day? Because that's the way it looked to me. From a historical perspective, from a history, an ethnographer, what this ethnographer is seeing, that in this culture, they only eat once a day. Their culture is not centered around food. The biggest meal is that 2:30 meal. But you're going to be hungry after that. So what you do after that? Oh, they drink something, I guess. Oh, they eat bread. They eat a lot of bread. Like Kathy was not lying to y'all. She was not lying. Maybe she did do some insults, and maybe insults ain't nice. Because they're not nice because they make people feel bad. And we shouldn't make people feel bad. But it's the truth. She told you that she was preparing you when other people was lying to us. Straight up lying to our face. You think Black Acres of the Gambia are living large? You think they're eating good? Why you think they out there every day looking for fruit on that land? You think so? You think they're enjoying their senior years? You think they're comfortable in that house? You think that house has 24-hour electricity? You think that house has 24-hour water supply? You think that? You think they can flush their toilets on the regular? You think that? That's a lie from the pit of hell. That's a lie from the pit of hell. When you come here, you're going to have to deal with all of that. Visiting or not. That's why it's good to visit. Like I tell you, it took me 13 trips to see, oh, girl, you can't do this. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. I said, I'm not made for this no more. I'm not made for this no more. I don't even know when the next time I'm coming back here. I don't. I got to come back and see people. Y'all know I have to. But, hey, no. No. This ain't for me. It's going to be a minute. It's going to be a minute. I hadn't been for 2 years, almost 2 years this time. And then I come to this. Because I've been gone for 2 years. You see what I mean? So my body like, hey. Then I get here, and it's like, hold up, wait a minute. Where you just take us to? Oh, you tripping. Oh, you tripping. We ain't even got hot water. You tripping. We don't even have lemons. You can't even, I drink lemon water all day. Fresh lemon water. Not lemonade, lemon water. So my body is used to having that lemon water every day. You know what my body's saying? You can't even get lemons. You done brought us to a place where you can't even get lemons? What is wrong with you? What you want us to do here? Drink coffee, drink tea, drink sugary, drink high fructose corn syrup all day? Because that's what's in their juices. I can't even drink the daggone juice. Because I'll drink fruit juice at home. 100% fruit juice. Instead of me eating something for a little snack, I'll drink juice. No. High fructose corn syrup is in that. Their juice tastes like syrup. It tastes like syrup. I don't know what to say. I am outdone. I am just, it should be better. I've been here 13 times. It should be better. There's no way I should be going through this. There's no way I'm going to be coming here since 2000, y'all. 2000 was my first time. Was it 2000? Yes. 2000. That was 25 years ago when I first landed in Africa. And I tell you something, 25 years ago, it was just like this. Same thing. No hot water, bad roads, no constant supply of electricity. Same thing. Youth unemployed. Same thing. 25 years. 25 years. You ain't done nothing in 25 years. 25 years. I go to Cameroon, I see the same thing in Nigeria. I go to Nigeria, I see the same thing in Gambia. Ain't no way. Ain't no way I should see the same thing. Ain't no way it should be the same development issues. No way. Unless nobody's just developing and everybody's just coexisting. 25 years. And I see the same thing. Same thing. Bad roads. People living in the housing, how people live. Not suitable housing. Unsuitable housing that people live in. No constant supply of electricity. Sanitation. People die from food poisoning, y'all. You could die from that. If you get a severe enough case, you can die from food poisoning. And that's a big problem. That's a big problem in Nigeria. Remember, I got food poisoned in Nigeria. I got food poisoned in Cameroon. So every African country I go to, I got to get food poisoning. That's a part of it. No, I'm too. I'm gonna say since I don't believe in the concept of age. I'm too mature for that right now. I've grown up. I can tell I've completely grown up now. And I want to do what's best for my body and what makes my body and my mind feel good. This don't make my body feel good when I can't eat. I like to eat. My culture, I told you, it's centered around eating. Even when I cook here, the food is good. But what is the quality of the food? How good is the food that I'm cooking? How good is the chicken that I'm cooking? Does that chicken have diseases that I hope will fry out when I cook it? Did that chicken have parasites before they cut it up? What was the living condition of this chicken before I'm eating it? And how long did it sit there before you cut it up? I'm just outdone. I know Africa is not a country. You don't have to tell. See, that's how I know you knew. You just want to come and run your mouth. I said I've been there. See, this is how stupid you are. Big M. Big, you need to keep your mouth closed, Big M, and listen. Maybe you'll learn something. I said I've been here 13 times. I'm talking about the whole of Africa. When I say Africa, I'm talking about all of it. All of it. All of it is jacked up. All of it is jacked up. So quit playing like it ain't. Quit playing like it ain't. Talk about America jacked up. Well, if America's jacked up, then what the heck is Africa? What the heck is Africa? Africa is not a country, it's a continent. You think I really don't know that? You're new. You need to close your mouth and listen. Africa, you don't think I know that? See how stupid y'all are? Y'all so ready to defend nothing. Take the truth for what it is. The whole continent is jacked up. When I'm talking about Gambia, I'm gonna say Gambia. And I'm speaking Ebonics now, because y'all done got on my nerves. I'm talking to my people. I ain't talking to you. I'm not talking to you. Go back to where you play at. For black, whatever, not for black. What your name is? Africa 1000. Listen to how I'm talking, y'all. I said what your name is. And y'all know I don't talk like that. That's because I'm feeling what I'm saying. My people are talking. My people are talking. And they saying you ain't going to keep playing us like we boo-boo the fool. Because we want to come over here, because we trying to be respectful. We're trying to connect with our ancestors. And you think you're going to play us like boo-boo the fool every trip? You wish I was stupid. Honey, I got 4 college degrees. Ain't nothing about me stupid. Nothing. And I have documents to prove it. I graduated from graduate school with a GPA of 3.555. If you round that up, that's an A. That's a 4.0. You're not like Malcolm X say, honey. You're not dealing with that type of Negro. This Negro is well-traveled, and well-educated. I know exactly what I'm talking about. Africa, the continent, is jacked up. And for you not to see that, and you from here, that explains it. Let me get some of these comments. They mad because I'm telling the truth. I'm telling y'all the truth. I ain't got to lie. I have a husband here. I have extended family people here. I don't have to lie. I do not have to lie, because eventually I got to come back to this place. But I'm telling y'all the truth. Come at your own risk. Travel, you want to come experience Africa? Come experience it. But know what you're going to deal with. Do not eat that food. Do not. Be prepared to cook. Get a place where you got a kitchen. Know that you're going to have to get up early in the morning and go get your food. You can't do like me, thinking I'm back home. Oh, I'm going to lay down. No, you can't do that. You got to get up early and go on a hunt for food, because the hunt for food that you as a black American, as you as a European can, a UK person can eat, oh, it's different. It's different. So you got to get up early for that. And you're going to be on a hunt for food all day. Because you can't buy the food they got sitting out there because it's been sitting in the sun all day. And guess what? Even the dang on fruit ain't no good because it's been sitting in the dang on sun all day, and the sun has burnt it up and dried it up. So you can't even eat the fruit. You got to travel around to try to find someplace who's got good fruit. Reality. That's a fact, not fiction. So you're going to pay over $2,000 for a plane ticket to travel around to try to find food, like scavenger hunt. Yeah, that's what it's like, a scavenger hunt. I don't have no reason to lie on Africa. I love Africa. The continent. The continent. I didn't study just Nigeria in school. I studied Africa. West Africa. Okay? You study a region. You study a region. So I know what I'm talking about. I don't have to lie. What good is he gonna do me to lie? I'm coming here regardless. So I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna tell you the daggone truth. These people come and pretend. It's all a game. It's all pretend. Because this life here is very hard. It is extremely hard. And I don't dig that. I don't like that. I don't like pain. I call it paying to be tortured. I don't like paying to be tortured. All right, let me look at your comments. Yes, I got sick, Edra. But from the food. The food. Wonderful was my warning. See, God will always send you a warning. Y'all see, Wonderful was just on here. What, the other day? She said, KeKe, are you eating out? And I was like, oh no, I don't eat out that much, Wonderful, blah, blah, blah. And the next day, I ate out twice. Second time I ate. First time I could tell. Y'all, I fried chicken. My family's from Georgia. Y'all know I can fry chicken. I know how to fry chicken. So I'm smelling the chicken. And you know how I got that underlying smell that it ain't good, that it wasn't fresh. It was about to go bad, but you cooked it anyway. It's like that. So I'm like, no, I don't want none. I don't want any more of that. So I just ate a little bit for I didn't like the smell. So then we go on, we do some more stuff. It's late by now. We go to the grocery store. By this time, I'm just so exhausted from running around that I can't even decide what I want to cook from the grocery store. So I said, well, let's just go get something. Thinking I'm at home, thinking I'm back in the States. Let's just go buy something for dinner tonight. And, then I'll cook tomorrow. Of course, he didn't want to do that because he know every time we do that, we taking a big chance. But I'm like, I'm tired. It's late. Let's just do it. So we drive around for another half an hour trying to find a restaurant that looks safe. Isn't that sad? That you got to drive around to find a restaurant that looks safe, that looks clean, that looks like you're not going to get sick if you eat that food. So we finally go up and down turntable. We find a place. We think, okay, it's okay. And we see people going in, which is another thing, that it's a good sign, it's a good place. But no, honey, that food wasn't good. For one, they burnt the chicken. I'm like, Dad, this chicken is burnt. I can't even eat this. Then that night, maybe a couple hours after I ate it, and I only ate 2 pieces, 2 legs, little skinny legs. I just ate that because I just needed to eat. I needed to eat because I haven't been eating regularly since I've been here. And you can't do that. That messes your chemistry up. She was calling. Okay, that was my niece. She called me every day to check on me. When I tell her I'm sick, oh, y'all, I'm going to have to hear this woman. This little girl fuss at me like a grown woman. You know better than that. You said you was going to cook. What are you doing? Oh, y'all, I can't find the daggone comments now. Where are the comments at? Look, I don't even know how I did that. Okay, y'all, I don't know where the daggone comments are now. I don't even see the comments. Oh, hold on. No, I don't see the comments, y'all. Okay, y'all. Y'all got to put the comments back up here. I don't see them now. Chat filter. Let me see. All messages. Okay, here they go. Okay, I got them. Because I know y'all got some good ones. So let me see. Wow, there's a lot on here. Chat Lives Matter says, I guess they should buy some slaves and keep them in bondage to build the country up for 400 years. Then it will be comfortable enough for you. No, they shouldn't buy slaves. They should just teach their people. You know, like how we built America. You know, just teach your people so it can be comfortable enough for me. So when I come here and spend my thousands of dollars to stimulate your economy, I can be comfortable while I'm doing it. So no, I don't recommend slaves. I actually recommend these youth, these young boys that I see just walking around. You know, I think you should get them and do some kind of work court program and teach them just things. Teach them how to do masonry work, real masonry work. Teach them how to build up the infrastructure. Teach them how to, like, we had that here in the United States. President Woodrow Wilson actually started it, and it was like a work program where he hired all these people to work for the government, and he gave them jobs, you know, and they built the cities. So I would think something like that. I would never recommend slavery because my ancestors went through slavery, and I don't recommend that for anybody. That scars you. Food poisoning is the fun part. Honey, I guess so. Big M, the truth is offensive to those who, yes, baby, who shunt it. Thank you. Okay, thank you, sweetie. Okay, thank you. Okay. Uh, let's see. Until World War III lets me honest, if you're a middle class or elite West African, you're okay. Everyone else is suffering. She's right. She's absolutely right. And that's fine with y'all, huh? That's fine. Because if you're a middle class African, you're fine. You're not going, you will suffer a little, you know, you'll go through the nonsense. But will you mix that for me? And some water. Please. Ooh, it's hot. Ooh, you done got 10 shades darker that fast. You have? Wow. Okay, thank you. Wow, that sun must be hot. What? Yes, please, and some water. Thank you. Everyone else is, yeah, they are. They are. Everyone else is suffering. Everyone. And even the people with the money and the middle class Africans, they're suffering because they have to deal with all these prices. Yeah. So everybody here is suffering. Go visit the Caribbean and Latin America. I think we're going to do a family vacation in Jamaica. That's the next thing. I think we're going to do that because my kids refused to come to Africa. All right. And um, I can't believe all these years I never went to Jamaica. And Jamaica's only 90 minutes from me. Like, I think it's like an hour plane ride. It's nowhere. And yeah, I am going to the Caribbean. I'm going to go to Jamaica. African Goddess was the CIA. What was the CIA? What? Oh, somebody getting their messages deleted. Somebody, one of y'all getting y'all messages deleted. Y'all must be talking crazy. Because all I see is messages being deleted. No Malcolm's wonderful. No ShopRite, honey. Because you know that's in Nigeria. And Ghana. No. Just these little Lebanese grocery stores. The biggest one they claim to fame is King's Bakery Store. And it's another one they told me to go to on the internet called Maroons. No food or no. That's the problem when you have no food or drug administration. If you had a food and drug administration, this wouldn't happen. This would not happen. And y'all know I'm sitting up here with a blanket on in Africa. Let me stand corrected. In Gambia. I'm in Gambia. Because those people don't think I know the difference. They think when I go buy a plane ticket, I say, give me a ticket to Africa. Brain drain is real. That's why you train people. That's exactly why you train people. You can have like I forgot what we called it, a workers' corp. Oh, you probably need 2, baby, if you put them in that big bottle.
It's 1 liter, I think.
Oh, it said 1 liter? Okay, thank you. So you read the directions. Okay. Yeah, brain drain is very real. That's why you need to do the workforce development program. And what you do is you just take youth. You have them sign up for it. And even if they don't sign up, you go out on the street, you recruit them for the program, and you develop them. You teach them skills. Some you teach office skills. Some you teach labor skills. You just teach them, and those skills that you teach them, they're workers that help. Yeah, Hey, will you pour some of that in a glass for me? It's going to be hard to It's going to be hard to lift that up because it's too heavy. I'm just praying, y'all, I feel better. Y'all know we had a party to go to today. I'm trying to get my life so I can go. I want to go. So, yeah, it is real. And that's the way you fix brain drain. All right. People migrate for opportunities. Well, migrate in your own country, around your country for opportunities. Okay. Go visit Mississippi. Why? I have no business in Mississippi. I just said my family's from Georgia. And I told you several times, I don't go places where I don't have any business. I have no business in Mississippi. They know I'm not from Mississippi. So what am I going there for? When I can always go to Georgia. Georgia is a huge state. I got cousins all over Georgia. My dad's family's from there. My mom's family's from there. My whole family's from Georgia. Why would I go to Mississippi? That don't make sense. Well, this year or this month, Mississippi, it was D.C. one year. It was my city one year. Honey, that changes from year to year, month to month. Year to year, month to month. It ain't just Mississippi. It's all over the United States. The United States is violent. Violence is a part of where we live. That's a part of our culture. And we ain't lying about it. We ain't ashamed of it. We tell you the truth. It's a violent culture. So when you come there, you better be careful. Ain't nobody lying about that. But you see people still trying to get to the United States. Still trying to get there. Now, this is so nasty. Even they medicine. They don't even have a good medicine like we got. We got the good medicine. Like this is the stuff you drink for dehydration, right? You know, ours tastes like flavors. This tastes like nothing. Like you don't even want to drink. You don't even want to drink it. This is sad. This is sad. This is sad. 2025. What? Okay. Everybody that can do something leaves. Well, they shouldn't. So that's what I'm saying. If you have a program like that, well, if you know, if soon as I finish secondary school, soon as I finish secondary school, or even if I don't get a chance to go to secondary school, there's a program that I can enroll in that's sponsored by my government. Well, they'll pay me while I'm training on this job. And when after I'm trained how to do this job, it is my full-time job. We did that. Yes, we did. We did when with the Tennessee Railroad project when they was doing the rail, or was it the electricity? It might have been the electricity in the Tennessee Valley. That was one of their projects. I forgot the name of it, y'all. But in Tennessee didn't have when they was putting electricity up throughout the United States. They needed workers to do that. So they hired like young college graduates who didn't have jobs. They hired them to do it. They trained them how to do it. And that's all we got to do. You American, well, Big M, first off, sir, if you're going to try to curse me out or tell me off, can you please try to use complete sentences? Let's start with that. The fact that you're trying to tell me off and you can't even speak a complete sentence, it says a lot about you. You should be careful, very careful where you eat. No kidding. No kidding. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't freaking matter. It doesn't matter how careful I am. It's like Aunt Kathy said, after she changed her baby, is she washing her hands or is she fixing my food? She's fixing my food. So it doesn't matter how careful I am. Because I told you we rode around for I don't know how long trying to find a safe restaurant. Only for me to get violently ill. Violently ill where I'm crying. I was crying at 3:30 this morning, crying because I want to go home. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of every time I come to Africa, I got to fight for something. And this is in Nigeria, this is in Cameroon, this is in Gambia. Every time I come to Africa, it's a dang on fight. I'm tired of that. I come to Africa with open arms. I come to Africa with my money ready to spend it. I come to Africa accepting everything she throw at me. And you just keep throwing BS at me? For real, it's like that? It's like that. It's like a bad relationship. Like I told you that song by Lauryn Hill, The X Factor. Yes. Yes, it's like that. We come here, oh, we love her so much. And then to get treated like that. Every time. It ain't not one trip I didn't come and I had everything was lovely. Not once. Not once. It don't work like that. Y'all, Florida is the sunshine and building something. Byron says. Honey, I take a hot bath every day. You better believe that. You better believe that. I take 2 hot baths a day. I don't play that. My family was really, that's another thing about cleanliness. Yeah. My family don't play that. Dirty body. No. No. I take baths twice a day. And I got my hot bath. You better believe my husband gonna make sure that happen. He gonna make sure that happen. So yeah, I did. I get it every day, twice a day. Where there's a will, there's a way. You better believe that. Like I told you, Africans will make it happen. If you got a man that love you, he gonna make it happen. He gonna make it happen. And he do. He make it happen every single time. Every single time. This is so nasty. In my opinion, the man What's the greatest? Oh, y'all talking about somebody there? Okay. But the fact that some people don't take hot baths ever, that's disturbing. Go to school, old mama. See how stupid you are? I've been to school. I have 4 college degrees. And the fact that you're calling me old, you must be really young. You probably too young to be even on this channel. You mad because I'm talking about Africa? Oh, too bad. Too bad. Oh, I said it was, I'm sorry. I meant to say continent. Thank you, Africa 1000. So y'all know if sometimes you can misspeak. People don't understand that. But when you're recording live and you're a human and not AI, the chances of you misspeaking is great. Okay. So no, I didn't mean, thank you, Africa, for telling me that. Um, all of Africa allows the West to steal their resources. But what that got to do with me? What that got to do with us? We ain't stealing nothing. We coming here with open arms. We coming here with open purses. We coming here with open wallets. We coming here with open hearts. What that got to do with anything? I'm confused. We don't steal the resources. We trying to, if anything, give you more resources. Economic resources. So I don't get that. What do that got to do with us? Nothing. We're not the powers that be. Okay, so African Goddess says there are food and drug administrations, but that's what I just said. They'll be bribed. Yes, because I told y'all when I worked in Cameroon and I worked for the Kumba Urban Council, we did do inspections. Yes, we did. But they bribed us every time. They see us coming and they give us 500 CFA, 500 SAFA every single time. 500 SAFA, 500 SAFA. We didn't say, when we did try to get people to file a complaint, people were too scared. So they wouldn't do it. So she's right. And she's correct. It is jacked up because we are all under the curse of the most highest power. Wow. What's the propaganda? Propaganda means you're trying to promote something that's not true as if it's true. Why would I do that? When I got to come back to the Gambia, I got to come back. So why would I be promoting this propaganda about a place that I got to come back to? So tell me, why would I do that? I'm telling y'all what's going on. And I'm telling y'all no matter what, we ain't never going to be ready for this. We ain't never going to fit into this. And we need to quit trying to fit in and just be who we are. I'm not Gambian. I'm not Malayan. I'm not Nigerian. I'm not Cameroonian. I am a Black American, which means I am mixed with many ethnic groups, many European groups. I am 20% European and 80% African, West African, that is. There's no way we should be treated like this. No way. Other than the fact, I can't take that. Again, 80% West African can't take that. No. That 20% be biting me in the ASS, okay? And that 20% be like, girl, bye. Girl, bye. We didn't do this at home, and we dang on sure ain't gonna do this here. No, I didn't grow up like this. Even as a small child, I took hot baths twice a day. I was raised, if you don't take a bath, a hot bath, you're not going to kill them germs that's on your skin. So that's why there's so many sicknesses. That's why there's so many diseases. There's no freaking hot water unless you're paying for it. And if you're poor, how are you going to pay for it? You're trying to eat. You're trying to eat. You ain't thinking about hot water. African Goddess says there is a shop right all over Africa, and not sure about the shop you're talking about. Um, I'll look when I get off of here, but I don't think there's one. Did I see a shop right in Gambia? I don't think so, y'all, because I think I would have went. Piper says, thanks for the real. I've never been, but was planning to visit within the year. Lady, this is the kind of info I need before I make my decision. It is. And I'm not saying, what's your name? Piper. If you're led to go, I think you should go. Because it's a nice place to see culture. Like what I understood now, I understand now that I didn't understand before was pluralism, and how modernization and traditional cultures coexist. That's something that you'll see here. Like I studied that in school, but it didn't make sense to me until I got here in Gambia and I see it coexisting. Like I see like the modern people, like the people who live in these houses, coexisting, and then you go right over the highway and you see where the palm wine tapper and his people live. And they still live in the traditional way. So it's good to see that if you want to see that, because that's fascinating to see 1900 in the 25th century. I mean, in the 21st century, if you like history. I'm a history person, so I like that kind of stuff. Okay. So that's another reason. That's interesting to me to talk to people like the wine tapper and see what the palm wine tapper, and see what his life is like. And for them to tell me, oh, the palm wine tapper, he will no longer exist after a while. And I said, why? Because modernization. They're cutting down all the palm trees because they need land to build. They don't need the land to build. They want to lease it to us to build it. That's what they want to do. Lease it to us to build it. So that's what they want to do. So in the process, they're going to tear down all of those palm trees. All right, that's what they're going to do. Tear down the palm trees, and then the palm wine tapper will be no more. And that's how he supports his family. He only charges $200, $200, 200 dalasi for a bottle. I think a liter or something. I don't know, but it's like $200 he makes per person, which is not a lot of money. But this is how this man, and people, there's like a line to come see him. So he'll make, like African Goddess said, he'll make small money to survive from day to day, but not like to last for a long time. Now, but the palm wine tapper, he can get big orders and make a lot of money. But just think, 10 years from now, they're going to tear all that up. There'll be no more palm wine tapper. Then what? Then what is he going to do? What is his kids going to do? When that's what they've done. That's what they've done for all these years. Okay. If you ain't got common sense, you stupid no matter how much education you got. Well, education and common sense are two different things. So I don't know how you're equating education to common sense and saying if you don't have common sense, you don't have education, when that's two different things. Common sense is just like something that you kind of learn. Education is formal learning that's documented. Common sense is nowhere documented. Some people have common sense and some people don't. So that's not even a good comparison. Okay? So try again, Marcel. Okay? Because you didn't get it with that. You must be mad because I got 4 college degrees. How many do you have? Yeah, I am. Hey, for black. I'm going in, girl. I'm sick of this. Playing us like suckers. We ain't no suckers. Remember they used to say that in the 70s? I used to hear my uncle and them saying that. You ain't playing us like no sucker. We ain't suckers.
I got the eggs now.
Okay.
Hmm?
Huh?
I
Boil
got
the eggs? Okay, thank you. Oh, you can skip. Did I skip your comment? Did I skip it? I'm sorry, I'll go back and see. Dang, I see why ES is out at that heat, cooking her own food and feeding those animals, eating what she needs and grow. Yeah, Miss Matador, she better. She can't eat nothing out there. And you see how she grow her own little vegetables? Because y'all know what? I think the lettuce made me sick too. Because I made some fish and I made a really nice salad. But the salad is full of water, their water. How do I get the water from the inside of the salad out? And I ate that lettuce, and I think that made me sick too. Uh, hope you get. Oh, thank you. I'm feeling better now. My husband went and got me some stuff. He got me this something dehydration thing packets because they said the biggest thing with food poisoning is dehydration. You can't. They don't want you to get dehydrated. And that stuff is nasty. Why couldn't it taste good like ours? Why couldn't it taste good for the Gambian, for the Africans? Because I know they sell this all over Africa. Why couldn't it taste good for them? Why they got to have it taste nasty? It's got to be nasty if it's for Africa, huh? Byron says she ain't lying. Been to Africa as a Navy veteran. The Congo jacked up, Egypt jacked up, Morocco jacked up. Yeah, it's all jacked up. All jacked up. That's why I said Africa. Just jacked up. Ain't no way I've been coming here 25 years. Well, no, it's been 25 years since my first trip, and it's still the same. Ain't no way it should be like that. Uh, until war. Okay. That's right. You can get salmonella, E. coli, and it's another one. And True Serum just said that. He just said, you using that water, you thinking all kind of fecal matter is in that water. Yes, all kind of fecal matter is, and E. coli is in lettuce. Because remember, y'all, at home, they will have a recall on lettuce because of E. coli. Mm-hmm. And I ate that lettuce 2 days in a row. Oh my God, Jesus. Yeah, I think so. I think you can get sick off the fruit too. Because I remember them telling us to skin it. Like any fruit with skin on it, to skin it off. Don't eat because that's the part that's exposed to their water. So don't eat that. Hey, for Black, how you doing? This is her channel. You don't like it. Right, move on. Exactly. You can't drink the water in San Diego either. Oh, for real? Most of the chicken in the Gambia are imported from America. Really? Well, I dang on sure wouldn't eat them chickens. How they getting here? On a bus? On a plane? On a train? On an automobile? How are chickens being imported from America? You know how long that would take for those chickens to get here? No wonder they stink. No wonder I'm getting sick from eating the chicken. If you're importing it from America, by the time it gets here, it's no good. It's no good. Thank you for telling us that. Always travel with activated charcoal. Oh, okay, KeKe. Take it in some countries before. Check out the protection. Unfortunately, you learned the hard way. Miss Matador, yeah, we do. KeKe, everything you're saying is true, Sonia says. Byron says, I drank the water in San Diego during boot camp. It was very good. Tijuana is another story. Wonderful says, what's wrong with that? I'm a Black person that believe you should have stayed segregated. We as a race were 1,000% better. What makes you think segregation is the way back? I know the water is still bad in Flint. Yeah, it is. I ate Nigerian food with Igbo people in America and got sick. I am an American born. Okay, An American born what? You ain't talking like you know American born nothing. We don't talk like that. Are you sure you an American? Are you sure? Are you appropriating culture? I ate Nigerian food with my Igbo people. See, we wouldn't say that in America and got sick, and I am an American born. We wouldn't say that. You're not a black American. You're not. You're probably African parents, but you ain't one of us. So quit trying to act like it. That's different. You used to that food. If you live in a gated community, you are already practicing segregation, and maybe you don't know it. All right, let's see these. Can you see now? Yeah, I can. I can see them now. The people of the region have, yes, the gut bacteria to process the food in that region. In that region, she's absolutely right, and I don't. My system is so sterile because of where I come from. All right, I don't. My digestive tract don't have those bacteria in there, and this stuff is making me really sick. Really, really sick. Um, African Goddess says if the chicken in the Gambia is imported from the U.S., that's worrying. What quality of chicken do you think they are sending to Africa? That's why I do not eat frozen chicken. Yep. America was not built by smart people. It was built it was built by the bondage of our people. Okay, hold on. So you saying our people wasn't smart? You think because they were slaves they wasn't smart? I beg to differ with that. Our people are very smart. Very, very smart. Just because they were see, y'all don't understand the transatlantic slave trade. Because if you understood the slave trade, you wouldn't think of these people as like that. These people were caught during a war. It was an all-out war. Some of them were slaves. You could tell the slave people though, because those people are real slow. Like the people who come from slaves, they're usually slow. Who have a history of slavery in their family, they're usually slow for real. Okay? But most of us did not have a history of slavery in our family. Okay? Not going to say most of us. A lot of us were not like slaves. The first crew they sent over to America, they were. They were slaves. But the Europeans had bought all the slaves. So now they needed to sell regular people. So that's when they started grabbing regular people. Okay? So it's not even the prince of Angola. I think he was a prince or a king of Angola was caught up in the slave trade because they was just grabbing everybody. So you can't. It's not fair to say they weren't smart because I think they were very smart. Some of them were very smart. They just happened to be enslaved. It's not a matter of intelligence. It's a matter of barbarism. Well, we're not talking about slavery now. That's the thing, sweetie. We ain't talking about that. Africa always been behind and divided. Not in the beginning, when she started dealing with Europe. Well, you know what? You're right. She always has been divided. She's always had inner conflicts. She's always had inner wars. You're right. Before the slave trade even started, she was like that. What makes you think we care what you whites feel? You find your tribe before I delete you. What's going on over there? There, they have more than enough men to build there. What are they exactly for black? They need to give them a school, like a training program, like the government, like they did for us. Work Corps, I forgot the name of it. It was called Work Corps or Workforce Corps. It was something like that. But Woodrow Wilson developed it to help with the unemployment rate in the United States. And he trained a lot of people. And that's the national monuments. That's when all that stuff got built. Like the Tennessee Valley Authority with the electricity, they did that. Like I said, they wrote a lot of history books. Those books you read about when they went to the South and they went through and they interviewed the former American slaves. Yeah, they did all of that. African leaders know about the work progress, but they're not interested. See? You are right. We're better off without them. Newsflash, nothing coming from you hurts, truth or not. Okay. For Black, it's not just a matter of men building corrupt politicians. Yes. Yes. That me. It's no us. We. It's none of that. It's let me get this as much as I can before I get out. Are you single? Why? Are you talking to me? You ain't been listening. If you would have been listening, you would have known. I can. Can you pay attention? What part of you're not relevant don't you get? Oh God. You back in the Gambia. Hey, Charlotte. Yes, honey. I've been here for 7 good days. Okay. So African Goddess is talking to her, talking to for Black. Are you single? Who are you talking to? He must be talking to y'all. You can see the suffering by looking at the street situation. Yeah. At times it's good to hear the views of the white supremacist so we know what you're dealing with. So you know what you're dealing with. KeKe, you sure there's no shop in the Gambia? I'm going to look. A ShopRite? I'm going to look when I get off of here. I'm going to look. I don't think so, because I done went all over the Gambia this trip. Honey, we been all over. So I ain't seen one yet. I'm going to look, though, when I get off of here. I'll have a lifetime of listening. Okay. Why is there no cement in the Gambia? I think that happens yearly, and I think it's because of the sand and because people build so much. I'm not really sure. Sharp Shores has low quality food. No. Hope you get back to Donald Trump. Just started. Did he? Are y'all serious? There's a war going on. Are y'all serious? Job Corps. They are out funding. Last week, many of those youth are homeless. Yeah, that's what we need. They need something like that. Lebanese and Indians going to take over Gambia. Yeah, they have the grocery stores. Here you go again talking with these capital letters, JC. Don't nobody want to see these capital letters. Yes, no ShopRite, no Uber, no Bolt, no KFC, no pizza. That's a lie. They have pizza. I just seen a pizza place yesterday. No Pizza Hut. No, they don't have Pizza Hut. Nigeria does. Nigeria has Domino's Pizza. They don't have Pizza Hut. No Burger King. No, they don't have any American franchises over here. That is why I prefer Ghana. Okay, good. Is the sole national, okay. Officially control the safety and the quality of the food. Okay. How I didn't realize, always stay. Okay. There's a Mississippi everywhere. Ours is in Vallejo, California. Really? Gambia is an easy fix with roughly 3 million, but Gambians leaders aren't interested. Wow. Will all the evil we are experiencing in the world at the hands of many, including some of our African family? Okay. African governments need to improve the education system so people can understand health risk. They need to teach them. And you know what? They can easily go to, uh, you know what else they can do? Can I have a banana? A banana. You know what else they can do? They can do like in-service trainings, like go around to the restaurants and do just in-service trainings. They can do those where they train them about safety. Charlie, um, wow, don't, okay. Wow, the H2 don't quench your thirst. No, that's water I'm drinking got something in it. Standards, Gambia is, oh, he says, even by African standards, Gambia is very poor and lacks a lot of things you will find in other African countries. Well, I've been to 3, and I don't see it lacking much of what the other ones lack. They all about the same to me. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to bite that banana. They all about the same to me. Nigeria is very advanced. Like, I expected more out of Nigeria. I just really did, but you know, y'all know what it depends on. They can't. The people there can't just do that by themselves. You know, JC, you defending, um, and Chat Live says after they get trained, they will move to places better. Okay, well that's good. Oh yeah, y'all, please hit the like button and please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please do that. Hmm. Okay. The Gambia sold our ancestors. We are not part of their tribe. No, we're not. No, that's another thing y'all don't understand, is when we came to America, there was a new ethnic group created, and that was the Black American. Okay? The Black American has ancestors who are from West Africa, but the Black American is not from West Africa. The Black American was born in the Western Hemisphere. Africa's not in the West. West Africa's not in the Western Hemisphere. So it's a whole bunch you got to understand there. This is a whole. We're a whole different group. Stay with Zambia, so you have a very limited view of average Gambia lives. Yeah, the heat is bad. KeKe, try white soda and crackers. Oh, like Sprite. Yeah. Are you mad or what? Are you mad or what? At sunrise. Are you mad or what? What am I defending? Okay, you talking to her. Yeah, but if you've been there 13 times and nothing has changed, why are you eating out? I just told you why I ate out. Because sometimes your back is against the wall. I just explained that. I just explained how I know better and my back is against the wall because I have to run around and the roads are so bad and the traffic is so congested because the traffic is not like our traffic. They don't move in straight lines. They don't turn like we turn. So it takes a long time to go from point A to point B. And sometimes you have to eat out. I'm not going to eat bread. I can't eat that bread. That bread seems like it's not even flour, y'all. That bread they eat, tapalapa, and that other bread, that bread look like it's full of cereal fillers. And it's not even wheat, flour, nothing. So that's why I had to eat out. Because I was busy. I was hungry. I was tired. When your body says, I'm hungry and I got to eat right now, you got to find something to eat. And that's what happened. And it's unfortunate that, you get sick. And that shouldn't be the case. Not why are you eating out? The question should be why are you still getting sick when tourists come there all the time? Not if we have better governments that will create opportunities for the people. Uh, Mass migration to the West is ending Western countries and closing their borders. Yeah, that's why they're closing their borders. And we did that before with Woodrow Wilson. Yeah, he practiced isolationism, and that's why he did it. Yeah, he said, we're going to focus on us. We're going to focus on building our country. We can't focus on building our country when we have all these other people coming here and we're all involved in other people's business. So he practiced isolationism. What is wrong with people? Nothing wrong with somebody coming from Mississippi. No, it's not nothing wrong with nobody coming from Mississippi. I just don't go to Mississippi. I don't have no reason to go there. The chicken in the Gambia would not be allowed in Europe or the UK, and it wouldn't be allowed in America. You don't know because you ain't from here, okay? You just a hater who want to come here, okay? So everything about us, you try to make it seem like it's bad because you, sir, want to be a black American, okay? You want to be a black American. We can tell when y'all want to be us. It's so obvious. I thought you were Creole. For real? What is Creole? What is Creole? Tell me what that is. All I know is they come from, aren't they in Louisiana? Don't they speak broken French? Oh, I do have people from Louisiana, though. I have family members from there. So I might look like, yeah, you're right, I might. Because a significant portion of our family is in Louisiana. Okay. Look at the bands. Okay. Gambia is supposed to be big in tourism, but doesn't even #1 international. No. Senegal has Radisson. Has Radisson Blue too. Lagos got a whole bunch of them. What's this say? I thought International Hotel Gambia is way behind. Yeah, it is. Greetings, everyone. Hey. You are married to a Gambian? Yes, I am. In other words, African American. No, I'm a black American. I'm a proud black American. I wish I had a shirt to say that. I wear it every daggone day. I'm a proud black American. Keep Africa poor, okay? Okay, I see now. I don't know. But okay, I see now. I didn't know, but I know now. Yeah, you do. You are right, KeKe. I was thinking the same thing. They playing in our face. They are playing in our face, and they laughing at us. They laughing at us. I'm telling y'all. They laughing at us. They paying all that money. They think they black. They think they Africans. They think they Gambians. They ain't no daggone Gambians. Just like they was laughing at me. My own husband and friend laughing at me because she can't even go down the hill. These Americans do all this talking. She can't even walk down a hill. No, I could not. No, I could not. Then you know what he said? My friend said, oh, y'all life is easy. Y'all government make everything easy for y'all. Yeah. Nobody needs 2 hot baths a day, KeKe. I do. Unless you work in a coal mine or something. No. See, cleanliness, bathing rituals are tied to ethnic groups, okay? Some ethnic groups, bathing rituals are very important to them. My ethnic group, bathing rituals are extremely important to my family. Extremely. Like cleanliness, she would say cleanliness is next to godliness. If you're not clean, you're not godly. So, no. We had to take 2 baths a day in hot water with soap. Visiting Africa in general is not for the weak. No. And I'm walking through the airport, y'all. Just walking through the airport. And I'm thinking, wow, how are all these older people doing this? And I've seen a whole bunch of older people. And I'm like, this is crazy. Why would you put yourself through this? You think this is fun? This ain't fun. Being on a plane where your legs swell up, your feet gonna swell up because of the pressure on the plane, your blood pressure gonna go up because of the pressure on the plane. You ain't gonna be able to use the bathroom if you go to Brussels because if you dirty it up, they're gonna lock the door and tell you no, which is inhumane. So why do we go through that? Are we trying to prove a point to them or to us? I think it's about self-love. I think it's about loving ourselves. I think this is a lesson in learning to love yourself. Okay, we was taken out of Africa. Okay, we know that. But now there's a new chapter. There's a new book. And it's called The Black American. The Black American, if you study the Black American, you'll be so proud to be a Black American. You'll be so proud to come from those people. You'll walk around with your head up and your chest out. Black Americans are resilient. Resilient. You know, I read in our Constitution, our government has these papers, these private documents, okay, that they don't let you see. The public cannot see them. All right. Some of them have been declassified and you can see them. When I was in school, I studied this class called U.S. propaganda and how the U.S. would use propaganda to get people to think what they want them to think. When they did the Emancipation Proclamation, they weren't counting on us to be around. Do you know in their little back meetings when they're talking, they write all this stuff down about what they're saying? Do you know they said the African American, they didn't call us no African American because that was too proud for them. They wasn't, I don't even know what they was calling us, probably the slave, okay? But, or the black, something like that. But they said we would not live past 25. They said they should all be gone. By the time they get 25, they should drop off. They will not live past 25. But we did. We lived past 25. And not only did the Black American live past 25, the Black American began to thrive in the United States. And what they say thriving means we had kids, we got married, we had families, we invented our own culture. Why you keep saying Black Americans don't have no culture? How do you leave culture in Africa? How do you leave your culture? That's like saying I left my culture in the United States. I don't leave my culture in the United States when I come here. I bring it with me. It's who you are. Your culture is who you are. You take it everywhere you go. It's like your personality. So no, you take it with you. Okay, you take your personality with you. Oh, look, y'all, I got a super chat. Oh, thank you. Did I put it up there, y'all? Thank you, African Goddess. You so sweet. You always give me a super chat. Thank you. Yeah, everywhere you go, you got to take your personality. So now I can't figure out what I'm doing now. Okay. Let me go down here and get these because y'all know I got to get off here in a minute. But I do feel better. Most slave ships were Jewish owned, like the Mayflower. Okay? The money is the problem. The people who control the money are the problem, Sunrise says. African Goddess says, KeKe, no, even foreign-born Africans need to be careful. Oh, yeah, she's right. Yeah, she is right. I'm sorry, you're right. The foreign, because they don't have the bacteria. If they were born in America, but this person said they was in America. I think, ain't that what they said, or did they say they went to the Igbo country? Because if you went to Igbo country and you was born in the United States, you can't take that either. But if the parents been taking them back since they was little, they probably can. And most Africans take their kids when they little. Well, it depends on what country they from. Because some of them don't go back at all. Never, ever. They just want their kids to be raised like they black Americans. And they even start calling themselves African Americans. I'm like, wow, really? Really? Okay. Chat Live says, dang, KeKe, you didn't do it. We just here listening. Put the gun down, miss. We didn't do what? What are you talking about? But if you come on here being ignorant, I'm going to give you what you want, okay? You're not going to come on here and talk crazy to me. You not. Not when I'm having a moment. I'm having a moment. If you don't want to be here with this moment, then leave. Click off. Go do something else. But if you're going to come on here where I'm having a moment and you think I'm going to let you get that off, no, I ain't nice. I ain't gonna be nice like I am on Saturdays, on the lives, on the show, how I sit there with my sweater and my little hat and I'm prim and proper. No. This is the real raw deal. I'm in Africa. You're going to get what you get. Guess what I say? Like the kids say, you're going to get what you get and you can't throw a fit. Africa has stressed me. Has stressed me. Trust me, those chickens you are eating is frozen chicken from America. You just sound ridiculous. How do you know that for a fact? Where's your receipts? How do you, so what American company are they trading with? What chicken company? What chicken company? There's no such thing called an American chicken. We have poultry companies. What poultry company is sending chickens? And how are they sending them? To Africa. To Gambia on top of that. When they can just get them from Europe. Because that's where I heard they were getting them from the Lebanese people. Okay? That's what I really heard. They were coming from the Lebanese people. Somebody beating you into the punch. What are y'all talking about? Okay. These chickens come in on boats. Some years ago, African goddess, stop it. There was a scandal about them using embalming fluid on, girl. Please, see? 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 I don't believe you just said that. No, I can't believe it. He just told KeKe to something. It all leads back to banks controlling us. Chicken on the bus. Can you block James? Who is James? Why y'all blocking James? I see you trying to make your okay. All right, y'all. Anyone ever get listeria? Oh, God. Listeria? What is that, y'all? Listeria. I heard of that, but I can't think of what it is now. You also need to get your salad from a commercial market garden. Okay. Sometimes local sellers use... No, stop it. Please don't tell me that. After I just got finished eating that salad for 2 days, and when I was cleaning it, it was the dirtiest, nastiest lettuce I've ever had to clean. I had to wash that lettuce like I was washing greens. And these are greens from the 1980s, when they had worms and stuff all on them. Yeah, that lettuce was very nasty, very dirty. And the whole time I'm cleaning it, my mind is saying, you about to eat that? You about to eat that? And I'm like, okay, what else am I going to eat? I got to eat. I gotta have some food. I know I needed vegetables. I needed something to get that rice that was building up on my stomach out. But that lettuce, oh my God, I don't believe you said that. Lettuce is just recalled here for listeria, yep. So you know their lettuce is nasty if our lettuce is nasty. Because the animals come along and just use it on it. We do breakfast, lunch, and dinner over here. Honey, that's what I told my husband. And 2 snacks. I said, honey, we do breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and 2 snacks. I say, yeah, our culture is really about food. It centers around food. I'm cooking all. I love to cook because that's what we talk about. That's what we do. We eat. Do you have a fever? No, thank God I don't have a fever. No, I know you ain't never seen me look like this. I know, true serious. I'm like, what is wrong? I'm sick, y'all. I am sick. I feel better since I talked to y'all, though. I do feel better. But I was so upset and I felt so defeated. Africa deserves its own central bank. Africa needs to clean up this sanitation problem they got. Quit playing. They can do it without somebody making them do it. They know what's clean and what's dirty. Because the Jewish ruin every country. That's why okay. What? Okay, James is about to get blocked, y'all. James, we don't talk like that. And I'm sorry if that's the best way you can get your voice across. Hold on. Then you need to you gotta go. Wonderful. Try to block James. I've been trying to get it won't let. Oh, okay. I did it. And is TNK on here? One of y'all, if y'all can, address somebody get that comment off. That's nasty. Hold on, let me see if I can get that off of here. Dude, I wish I would have known you was on here talking like that. Yeah, you gone now. I wish I would. I hope are you still on here talking nasty like that? You mad because we won't let you get in our business and run our stuff? That's what you mad at? So you think you can talk to us like that? You see what I mean? You showing who you really are. That's how he really think about us. If he can't dominate and control us, then we can put a big what in our mouth? What? We can put a big what in our mouth? Because we won't listen to you and you can't come on this black lady channel and run it? Honey, my name is KeKe LuvsNIGERIA. That should tell you right there. You ain't running nothing over here. No, they ain't in season. My husband already tried. They're not in the limes are. But wait a minute. You know what he asked me? He did say, I don't think they call them lemons. He says the big yellow ones. So I don't know if they're in season. I got to ask him again. Because we were trying to figure, they call it different than what we call it. I think they call limes though. But the lemon, he didn't know they call it something else. And then he told me, only time he speak English is when he talking to me. And I'm like, what? Yeah, he said, I don't speak English when I'm not talking to you. When he's working, he speaks French. When he's with his family, he speaks Wolof. So he said the only time I speak English is when I'm with you. So, like some of the words he doesn't get, I have to explain it. Like when he said the lemon, the big yellow one, I said the lemon is like the lime, and he was like, oh, the big yellow one. So sometimes it is a language barrier. Let's start with a good sewers, honey, system. Think that's more important than that water and would save so many. Yes, y'all. A good sewer system to drain this nasty water. I was walking out at Tangi It smelled so bad. Not like fish, like human waste. From those little, I don't know what they are, but they're like trails of water. And they have like little boards where you can walk over them like a little bridge. Yeah, trails of water. And that ain't water, it's waste. It's human waste. And it stinks so bad. And I'm like, this human waste is right here. They're selling fish right here. Don't nobody see nothing wrong with that? Nobody? Nobody see nothing wrong with that. How do black American women who are mostly Christian, oh Lord, marry a Gambian man who are Muslims? How does that work? That's because you assume that I'm a Christian. You assume that I'm a religious person. You assume that I don't know anything about his culture or Islam. You're assuming a lot of things, okay? I'm not a Christian. I would say I'm not a Christian in the fact that, like Christians go to church on Sundays and Christians believe certain Christianity things I don't hold to anymore. Okay, but I grew up a Christian. I grew up a very conservative Christian. Very conservative Christian. Okay, so I tell everybody there's no way I can never not be a Christian. Because if you hear me talk, I will quote the Bible, I call on Jesus. So I'm always going to be a follower of Christ. That's what I say. Like Jesus didn't belong to none of those institutions because he didn't believe in none of those institutions. I'm like him. I don't believe in any of those institutions. I believe those names, Christian, Islam, all of that are used to control people. Like Karl Marx says, I believe religion is the opiate of the people. So I don't prescribe I don't say I'm Christian and I follow this. No. I'm an open person. I'm open. I just told you about Alan Watts. If you go look up Alan Watts right now, you're going to say, why in the world would KeKe be listening to Alan Watts? And how did she, this black American lady, find out about this white man philosopher from the UK? How did she even find out about him? And how can he say anything that will impact her life? And he does. You should listen to Alan Watts. He'll change your life, okay? So I'm open. I feel like God comes in many forms. And if I limit him and say, you can only come in the Christian form, then that's putting limits on God. And God has showed me too many times, you can't put limits on him. He says, you can't limit me. You cannot limit me. And when you try to put me in the Christian box, you're limiting me. I'm bigger than Christianity. I am God. I'm the God of everything. Don't limit me. So I don't limit him. And how does the relationship work? Well, in Islam, the man can marry any woman. She doesn't have to be Muslim. She doesn't have to be. A lot of them will convert, but she doesn't have to be Muslim. And how does it work? It's two people deciding they want to be together. So that's how it works. Just like any other relationship. You two people and you decide you're interested in each other. So let's see how it works. And what does that mean, a black American woman? Is that makes me different because I'm a black American woman? Keep Africa destroyed. Okay, I don't know what y'all talking about there. Visiting Africa. Okay, so I read that one. Nobody needs. Okay, I read about the baths. Okay, y'all. They are playing in our face. Let me go down here and get the rest of these. And then I got to figure out, I think I'm about to eat some eggs. I think he made me some eggs. I'm not going to no hospital. That's for dang on sure. No, I feel much better now. Okay, so we saw all of those. So those are all the comments. All right, y'all. So That's all the comments. Again, I came on here just to tell y'all once again how Africa we are not. How African we are not. And you're fooling yourself and you lying to us when you come on here and try to tell us that we African because we not. That's a whole. Okay. Um, so I really just came to talk to y'all about this is just to me, I'm starting to think this is just a sweet dream. Remember that song by the Eurythmics? A sweet dream. Sweet dreams are made of this. Who am I to disagree? This is a sweet dream. This coming back to Africa, this being African, that's dead. We ain't that no more. We are no longer African. We are Black Americans who are visiting Africa. Okay? Visiting the place, the home of our grandparents. Paying honor to our grandparents. That's what we come to do. Pay honor to them, respect the place where they come from, look at the place where they come from, check it out. But no, no, we are not them and they are not us. We are two different people. The Black American is the Black American. The UK, the Black British are the Black British. The Caribbean people are the Caribbean people. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say. You cannot come back to this. I don't know how the Caribbean live because the way Kenza describing, honey, she was living like Africa. So I don't know. So it's easy if you living like Africa where you come from. This is it's nothing. But if you don't, I ain't never lived. I grew up in middle class when it was middle class, real middle class. All right, upper middle class America. That's where I grew up. Upper middle class America. Okay? I ain't doing this. I ain't even pretending like I can. I'm not doing it. I'm not. I'm not making myself sick because that's what happens when you come here. Every time I've come here, I've gotten sick. Every single time. So we need to quit lying to ourselves. So if you want to come to Africa and visit, by any means, please go. Please go and visit, but know what you're going to be dealing with. You will probably get sick. So bring you some medicine for dehydration. Bring you some medicine for diarrhea. Bring you some medicine for food poisoning. Go to your doctor and tell him, I'm probably going to get food poison. Can you give me some medicine? I wish I would have done that. Go to your doctor and tell them that. But he probably can't. Because if it's not there, they can't prescribe you for something that's not there. So, this is the reality. This is indeed the reality. You're going to come on YouTube looking like me. And I ain't never came on YouTube looking like this. But I want y'all to see what it do to you. What it do to you. It just beat you down. Beat you down. 5 days out of the 7 days I've been here, I've been sick. And last night, it really got me. It's been trying to get me. It's been trying, but I've been, like putting it off, doing different things to keep it off. But no. When I ate that nasty chicken last night, that nasty chicken, that was it. That was it. All right, y'all. Hey, Smitty's Corner. How you been? I ain't seen you in a while. But yeah, y'all, this is really hard. Yeah, this is really hard. This is really hard. And like I said, no matter what, backup source of power. So know you're going to get sick. Know that off the top. So prepare. No matter how much backup source of power you got, you still going to lose power. You still going to get hot. So you got to prepare your mind for that. You cannot be thinking, oh, if I spend more money, I'm not going to have that problem. No, the more you spend, the worse it's going to be, because you're going to have greater expectations, and you're going to get disappointed. So, the sickness, the food, the light, the instability in the lights, and what else do you got to prepare yourself for? The water, no hot water. It's just unbelievable. And prepare yourself for the begging, the freaking begging. This is just ridiculous. That I've been going here since 2000. This is 2025. And y'all, it's the same stuff. That don't make no sense. And like I tell y'all, every time I come to Africa, I realize how African I am not. Now, this time, what did I realize? I realized, oh, honey, you are 100% Black American. Every day, all day. And I'm proud of that. And I'm not going to play that down, and I'm not going to be ashamed of that. I am not going to be ashamed of the fact that I grew up in upper middle class America. I am not going to be ashamed of that. I am not going to be ashamed of the fact that I have 4 college degrees and I demand better than this, especially when I pay for it. I expect more than this. But you ain't going to get it. You're not going to get it. You're just going to get frustrated. That's all you're going to get. Frustrated and sick. All right, y'all. So look, that's all the comments. I'm about to get off of here because I don't know what we're going to do today. But I do feel better, so I might go out. I don't know. But that's all I had. Oh, y'all, we was on here for 2 hours. Wow, that was a long time. All right, y'all. Just pray for me. Honey, because y'all know I'm ready to get up out of here now. I'm just ready to pack my bag and go. Because I don't have time for this. I got to fight this food fight for I don't know how many more days. KeKe is not having fun. No, she is not. All right, y'all. I'm about to go. Go try to eat these eggs, see if that'll help. And drink some more of this nasty medicine. And I love y'all so much. And remember, be proud of who you are. A Black American, a Black British person, a Caribbean person, we went through a lot. We've been through a lot. We need to be proud of that, of the people that we come from. They were enslaved in Africa. I mean, they were taken out of Africa. They were enslaved in a whole different continent. But what did our people do? They didn't lay down and die. They stood up and they thrived. And now look at us now. We're able to buy tickets to go back to Africa. We're able to take money and live lovely in Africa. We are their grandchildren. The slaves' grandchildren. Those are the ones who are doing that. So be proud of that. Be proud of that. And I'm not saying don't go to Africa. I think something wrong with the comments, y'all. I'm not saying don't go to Africa. But I am saying be careful. Be careful. That's what I'm saying. Okay? Be careful and know what you're dealing with. Know what you're dealing with. Because it ain't no fairy tale and it ain't no game and it ain't like Florida. It ain't like Las Vegas. It ain't like that. You can't go over there and be willy-nilly like I just did. Oh, let's go get something. I know it's late. I know I shouldn't do it, but I'm just going to get it because I'm tired. And look what happened. Look what happened to me. So you got to think and you got to realize where you come from. And your body is not used to none of this. No matter the lies that they tell us, Your body ain't used to this. And guess what? It can't never get used to this. Never. And guess what else? I don't want it to. I don't ever want to get used to this. All right, y'all, I'm off of here. I've been on here for a long time. But thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for always being there to listen. All right, y'all. I guess I'll see y'all later. I hope I'm better. I hope I'm better. Oh, wow. All right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. I love y'all. Bye bye.